Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. We got through the week. Thursday's action. We on Thursday. Yeah. I want to make sure we got the right day. Yeah, we here. First week of January. I'm glad we here. Thursday, January 8th. I'm just getting Instagram involved real quick just to make sure we got it popping this morning. We're going to have a great show today. A lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to jump into a little Mars and Venus with Kimberly today. Just because I think we need it because, every time we leave it alone for a while, then we get back into these debates that I've seen on the public airwaves that have been a little bit ridiculous. And I really want to hold not only our sisters, but also our brothers accountable. So let's have a nice little conversation today, a little Mars and Venus action today. We're going to do that. Also, we did get the confirmation from Byron Kirkland. He will be in here today from Masterpiece Golf Clothing Line. We got some questions for him. And also, he has a little bit of a connection to the bad boy regime. And we won't get too heavy with the questions, but we'll definitely pick his brain a little bit. And really just want to see what's next for our guy Pookie. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Solomon. We're gonna see that. So let me get the show music going this morning. This is I'll be through the sound check. Let me get the show music going this morning.
Hey Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on him. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you too, monkey.
Welcome to The Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Lays, a.k.a. Lays Elliott, a.k.a. Lazy Lays from the world famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now, for your host, the legendary Uncle Lays.
Hey, yo. Good morning.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy.
Hey, yo, Lays, it's Rock. Get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Come on, man.
Information.
That's what we do. Invitation, mitigation, inspiration, and information. We up this morning. Let's go get it this morning. Oh, man, it's going to be a good morning. I got my girl Kimberly Robinson coming. I'm going to try to get some music going. It's going to be low in the background. If you hear it, you hear it. I need it for my little tempo. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, A.B. Bonner. Rocco, I'm going to have my man Rock Logic try to come in this morning. To talk about the this new thing we're doing with the boats in Manhattan, the parties we're doing. And I want Rock to talk about it because I have another surprise announcement that's going to happen. And I invite you guys. Maybe if you guys in town, I'll give some free tickets to my morning yawnings to the events that I'm going to be putting together. I'll be involved in the Circle Line, and we're on the big boat where we're going to be doing parties and all that stuff. It'll be pretty crazy. We're going to kick it off with my birthday party, but I'll let Rock talk about it. I'll let him talk about it today. It's going to be in April. That's when we're going to start. So, I'm waiting for him to give me a call this morning. Also, we got Byron Kirkland coming in. It's going to be great. And we're going to get to some of these conversations. Also, Kimmy and I are going to do a little Mars and Venus because, I thought after Kevin Samuels passed away, we would have calmed down all of the men and women shit where, the brothers and sisters are going at each other. It seems that's ramped back up again. So, we gotta, do a little tuning. This is a little tune-up. Little relationship tune-up, all right? We got to get that going this morning. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Young Chair, let's get it popping. Also, thank you to Jay Parrish yesterday. We had a great conversation yesterday. And I just want to ask y'all a question, man. Do y'all like Stephen A. Smith? I don't even know. I try to listen to that brother. There's a couple of people that I kind of pay attention to. Because, everybody's got a podcast, obviously. It's all over the place. Another reason why I do my thing in the morning, because, you know what? I'm ahead of everybody's curve, but I'm not in anybody's way, right? So, Stephen A. Smith. Do y'all like Stephen A. Smith? I thought he was a good sports guy from Brooklyn. But I'm finding him to be a little bit wacky in his reasoning. Now, I think it may be because he don't want to fuck his bag up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm an old school hustler. I mean, sometimes you don't want to fuck your bag up, so, you got to say goofy shit. But I just think this guy is getting goofier and goofier. And I think he's stuck in a little rabbit. I mean, he was a great sports guy, right? I mean, he had the beef with LeBron James and everything, about how Jordan's the GOAT. I don't know how that's even in question, by the way. I don't even know anybody who in their right mind would think LeBron James could be the GOAT in comparison to Michael Jordan. I don't know. I mean, stat wise, whatever, but Michael Jordan's Michael Jordan. I don't see anybody doing that. But I mean, anybody that makes any sense, right? But I don't understand Stephen A. Smith. Also, I'm seeing another person that I've been following up on, Candace Owens. Interesting young lady. Yeah, she's interesting. I mean, I don't even know. I didn't know. I used to didn't like her. Now all of a sudden I like her. And then after the Charlie Kirk situation, she's on there talking about Charlie Kirk was killed by I dare say the Mossad or something like that killed him. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. But she seems to be under death threats now, like they're going to get at her. So, very, very complicated morning. News cycle. Beyond everything else is crazy. And also, we're going to talk about the young lady that was shot. Remy Gus, what up, baby? Salute to you, brother. Yes, sir, my boy. Yeah. The young lady that was shot in Minneapolis with the ICE agents. I mean, listen, it's bound to happen. With all of the with all the crazy shit going on with ICE, and I mean, you're getting people who are not really trained to handle a job. That you really need people that have extensive training in order to handle these jobs, and you're going into these places and you're having to react. And the guy shot the lady in the car. I mean, god damn. I mean, I think we just lost our common sense, man. I mean, really, quite honestly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously, immigration is an issue, and you shouldn't be having dudes come in here to the country just wilding. And I mean, you can let some people in because who's gonna pick the strawberries? You know what I'm saying? Almonds would be $15 a bag if you fucking you got to let them in. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole working class you got to let in here. You know what I'm saying? And that will do the jobs that the brothers ain't gonna do. Brothers ain't picking. I mean, brothers ain't picking no cotton no more. They're not picking strawberries and all that shit. And the immigrants are starting to do well for themselves. They're starting to build neighborhoods, communities, and really doing what they're supposed to do in the country. And of course, you got bad apples in every part of the conversation. So, yeah, it's just sad to see that the shoot first wacky mentality coming from the top. This goofy. It's like you let a dude come in here and just, I wouldn't call him a punk, you know what I'm saying? But you let a dude that's kind of soft all of a sudden get in a situation of power. Now he's shoot 'em up Johnson, and he wants to go out there shooting everybody, and they co-signing it. So rest in peace to this young lady. I feel terrible about that situation, among other things, but law is subjective. Okay, so also I'm going to ask you guys a question. Again, I'm trying to get the questions out early before Kimmy comes in here, because some of these topics are really kind of nervous. Like when I say nervous, I mean really like something that you is scared. A lot of people are scared to talk. Remy Gus, good morning, brother. Yeah, a lot of people are scared to bring those topics up. But I'm bringing in. I'm not pulling the Kanye West out here. I'm not sitting there pointing fingers at people. I'm just want to ask the question. So the growing in America right now, the Wells Pills, our young white brothers, are now showing a lot of skepticism towards Israel because America, they put a lot of money into Israel. Now, with as much love as I have, I got Jewish friends, so I don't, I got a lot of Jewish friends, so I don't even know what the situation is. I know they're very connected to Israel. I don't understand the whole dynamic between Israel. I just know that whatever happened in Gaza right now is ridiculous, and we need some kind of leveling of that situation out, because a lot of people, a lot of children are getting killed in that situation. So they got to work that. They got to work that out. But the question is no longer coming just from us. The brothers. We're not the ones questioning, and because we got our own issues with the Wills pills. The question is that they're saying, why is the United States putting money into Israel like that? They want to know why. What's going on? What's the problem? And I'd like to know. I mean, what my question is, what is the United States getting out of it? If I'm going to stand here as a citizen of the United States, what are y'all, what are they getting back for the, all right, fair exchange, no robbery. So, all right, we're going to give you $300 billion and, protect you and, make sure you got the nuclear game up and all that shit. Now the secondary question is, what are you getting back in this country? So no, I'm still trying to figure out those are questions I'm having. What are we getting back from that country, Israel? So you got to figure it out. I got nothing against Israeli people. Matter of fact, I had a show in Israel, Tel Aviv, but we had to cancel it because the Iron Dome was up and they was bombing or some crazy shit like that. So listen, we got to figure that out. And then with social media, now we're getting to see a lot of the stuff. The good and bad about social media is that we actually get to see some of the crazy shit that happens in Israel. So, we're in a little early this morning. Normally I'm at 6:30, but I just want to come in a little early and just lay down some of the groundwork. And I want y'all to think about the questions. Think about it. Like, yeah. And use your mind and not get emotionally, because I'm not here to. I don't got no beef with Israel. I mean, my focus is on feeding my kids. You know what I'm saying? That's my focus. But I got sons, and I worry about them. If a war would break out, and if they start drafting our boys, into wars. So I want to know who the fuck is starting the wars. That's going to be, that's a conversation that I need to have. And it makes sense to me. And for the age group of the people that are actually on this morning emails, I think that's a concern for y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a concern, especially if y'all got sons and grandsons, and you know how the situation is. We got young nephews and all that shit. If shit hit the fan, my question is, maybe we should try to understand what we actually getting involved with. You know what I'm saying? Solomon says it's getting worse down here in Florida to the point where I'm starting to think about my gun safety. Well, let me just say this to you. I'm glad you brought that up, Solomon. And gun safety is very important. I'm not a violent person. It doesn't mean you don't have violent tendencies, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a violent person. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for the good in everybody. But I am a firm believer that you need to protect yourself. If the law of this country, I would not want to be the dude that don't have it on me. I would rather have it and not need it, and then not need it. When I need it, I ain't got it. I can't reach for it. I can't get to it. That's why I'm glad in most of the states in the country, about 44 states, you can just carry. You can rock out. You know what I'm saying? So, and then if you get your license in Jersey now, because now about 25% of the people are carrying in Jersey. So if you get your license in Jersey, then you can get your license for the rest of the country. I mean, that's one of, be honest with you, that's one of the things that Trump did to make sure of, in that whole Republican situation, make sure you can carry your guns. So, I mean, listen, and I think you better hurry up because once the brothers start getting the guns, I think, like Dave Chappelle said, once the brothers start getting the guns, it's going to change, right? Just the fucking law is going to change. So, get right before the laws change. And listen. ain't shit you gonna do against no military. They got too much shit. It's too much. They got too many weapons. You're not gonna sit here and hold down your crib against the National Guard, but you can protect yourself if a motherfucker walk and move past your Ring camera, and I think that's important. That's important. You're not gonna. Now I got you, Solomon, but you're not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying, a battalion from coming through wilding on you, but you will be able to deal with. You will be able to deal with, the local yokel bullshit. Motherfucker push past that Ring camera, you at least when you slam two in them, you're just filling out paperwork. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to having to hire a lawyer to get you out of the jail just for saving yourself. So, I'm not advocating, obviously, y'all know I'm not advocating violence, but, there's something about being able to protect yourself and your family, because there's a lot of assholes out here and a lot of stupid people out here that really listen, the numbers of guns in the United States, 300 million people, it's got a billion guns out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like this. There are 300 million people in this country, and there's a billion guns. And they're selling guns every day, and the guns are more lethal. The weapons are more lethal right now. Civilians in the United States, we are right now, the owned firearms is 390 million to 500 million firearms in this United States. I mean, a lot of shooting. A lot of shooting. The United States has the highest number of civilian firearms than any other nation on the planet. Obviously with population, but they got way more guns. All right, so there you go. We all got one. Good morning, everybody else to the building. Good morning, emails. Wow. So anyway, about what I'm saying about the Israel thing, a couple of things that the larger white population is starting to have issues with. And I think one is we humans, we watching this shit. I mean, we see a group of guys shooting a bunch of kids on a bread line. I don't care what the game is. I mean, you got to be like, come on, man. Did you need to shoot the kid on the bread line? And then I'm hearing now in Israel, they're spitting on, if you're Christian, they spit on you. Like, this is crazy. What the fuck are we doing? Hi, Israel, could y'all just calm that shit down? I understand. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? And it's being exposed now. And I think if they don't, the main problem here is that if they don't calm that shit down in Israel, it's going to snap back and it's going to be a big problem. So, we want to make sure that, there's got to be moderation and conversation. We all got a right to live here. There's no difference except on the outside. 99.9% of us are exactly the same. And our differences, as a comedian had said, is on the outside. Like, we have different skin color, different variations, bigger noses, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the percentage of difference between human beings. All right? Everything else is human. Let's get along. Goddamn. Good morning, everybody. Young Chair, the morning email. Let's go to blackfacts.com before Kimberly comes in. It's 6:30, so I guess she's gonna start moving her. Kimberly likes to move her way in. We're gonna do a little Mars and Venus today, people. We're back to that. After Kevin Samuels died, I thought everything calmed down, everything was cool, and then here we go again. We got the young boys on the Truth Hurts podcast barking on women. We got this dude, Stacey Prince, wilding. It's crazy. We got the chicks on podcast wilding on dudes. And we got the dude with the horn, who I like him. He's just screaming on chicks. And he's screaming on chicks and shit with the bomb and shit. But I forgot that guy's name. But yeah, we might need a little. You got Brother Umar out here flipping. Brother Umar out here wilding. We might need a little Mars and Venus to get us all back in order here, because this shit right here is starting to get a little wacky. Let me see where Kimmy is. It's 6:30. I'm gonna do Black Facts and I'll get Kimmy in. Where you at, Kimmy? And also we'll get Rocco in here to talk about the birthday concert that I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna get some tickets. Anybody on here, I'm gonna give out free tickets. So yeah, we'll let you know about it. But a big birthday concert in April. The boat is going to be on a big boat. It's going to be liquor, boat, party, and some celebrities and famous people and some performances and all that stuff. That's going to be great. That's in April. So yeah, that's going to be a fun time. So let me go to Kimmy's on her way in now. Let me go to blackfacts.com real quick. Get Black Facts in here real quick. Oh man, we got to do Black Facts. I tell you, man, I love it. I hope y'all I hope y'all appreciate Black Facts, and I hope y'all appreciate me getting up every morning to make sure, even wrestling with my son to get him up for school. I hope y'all. Hold on for a second. Bryce, are you up? Bryce. Okay, thank you. I tried the nice way yesterday, but he was still going slow, so I had to get him up this morning. He was a little sluggish today. I think I cooked for him last night. I made him too much food. January 8th, 1937, Dame Shirley Veronica Bassey was born in Cardiff, Welsh. Oh, okay. Best known for her career and longevity, powerful voice, and recording the theme songs to 3 James Bond films, Bassey, The Spy Who Loved Me and all that. Bassey is widely regarded as one of the most popular vocalists in Britain. Black girl too, huh? Ain't that something? I should show y'all a picture of her. In 1953, Bassey signed the first professional contract touring with the variety show Memories of Jolson, the musical-based life of Al Jolson. There you go. How about that? Between 1970 and 1979, Bassey had 18 straight hit albums in the UK charts. It's pretty, really nice. Yeah, she's doing the thing. She got a great voice. Bassett's voice, if you know who this person is. Think about those James Bond shows, The Voice. That's her sister. She was appointed Dame in 1999 for services to performing arts. In 2003, she was ranked among the 100 great Black Britons. There you go. For more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. Great voice. Let history be no mystery. There you go. Great, very nice. Great. I hope y'all appreciate me doing Black Facts in the morning. Before I get my date, Byron is going to come in today. Finally, he called me yesterday. He had a little situation, but he'll be in today. So let me get the OG in early this morning. And I really want to I want his advice on this conversation I started this morning about Israel. So let me just see if I can get him. And by the way, I sent the dope. I'm going to put a picture up of me, the OG, and the Duchess. I'll put a picture up in a little while because, we was real fly at my event. So I'm going to put that picture up in a little while. BOG and the Duchess. It's kind of dope.
Top of the morning to you, my brother.
Good morning. Good morning, Reginald Maynard, the OG himself. I know you like the fact that I sent you that picture yesterday, huh?
Oh, man, that picture, man. I done sent it to everybody in my family like, damn.
Yeah, you shot up nice,
OG. It was a nice picture, man.
You shot up nice, OG.
Yeah, we cleaned up pretty good on that day, man. And ladies, that was just a great night, to see, again, how you perform in front of that kind of an environment and just the love and the respect in that room. It was great, but the picture was fabulous, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to put it up and let them see the picture on the joint. Cool. Yeah. I got the picture on the joint. Let them
yeah, that was a great night, man.
Oh, it was a great night. We had a great time. And let me see. Here we go. There you go. Look at the OG. You see the picture?
Yes, sir.
You see the picture? ain't that something? Ain't that something? That's me. That's me, the OG, and the Duchess. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? And we shined up with the tuxedos on. Look at the slick, the slick OG. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm on my way, OG. I'm gonna get there. You see where you at right there?
Man, you're already there, brother. You just got to come to the next floor. That's all.
Yeah,
you're already in the house. Yeah. You just got to come to the next floor. I'm on the 7th floor. You're on the 6th. You'll be here soon enough.
Yeah.
But walk that 6th floor like you walk this 5th floor, man, because you get me rocked. And
yeah.
I'm going to be at the party. I don't care what else I got to do. I'm going to be at your party.
Well, it's going to be a great party. It's going to be on the boat in New York. And it's part of a thing I'm doing with the tourism department and booking.com and all the other things that we're doing. I can't get all the things. And it's really geared towards our big Europeans. You know how the Europeans come over in the summer. They love hip hop and they all. So all the shows are basically going to be sold out because they book them through, the booking and, through the visa and the booking and the tourism board.
And then, Lay's World Cup is coming here and the finals is in New York, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you got a whole lot of European people come over here.
It's going to be crowded. And if the ice leave them alone and don't kill everybody, we be all right. The fuck?
Man, listen, that you said it as a joke, but damn, you shoot about right.
Yo, come on, man. That's all I'm saying is, come on, man. Could we stop that? Come on.
Can we stop it? You're right about religion, unfortunately, is the biggest divisive conversation or identification people have. And for me, a religious war is such a contradiction. Religion is supposed to be about healing, holding, and understanding your neighbor. And what's going on in the world right now is it's crazy.
It's great. And the lack of common sense, in which is even that. With that, today I'm bringing on Mars and Venus today too with Kimberly because I think
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah, I think we're getting lost here, man. I think we are. After the Kevin Samuels passed away, we thought everything would cool down a little bit. Everybody would sort of get into their situation, and we would actually, with all the shit that's against us, I would think that the brothers and sisters would line up a little bit better.
Nah, man, not yet. You would think trauma would begin to bring us, but you know what? I think that's on some levels. But I am starting to see some positive lights in other areas. But we got a lot of healing to do and a lot of work, and there's a lot of Venus and Mars conversations that need to happen.
But what I am seeing is that the fathers are more active. I'm seeing a lot of dads out there that are way more active, and like normally. You see how I'm raising my son, and I got him in here, and we get him up to school every day, and then cook for him, and make sure he do his homework, and take him out to the ball field and soccer and all that shit. Normally, that was something I didn't used to see. Now I see a lot of us doing it. Like it's not just, I'm not the only dude out there with his kid.
No, and what I like is when you had posted your picture of you and going on the plane, right?
Yeah,
and I shared it with some folks, and people shared with other folks because they were just, here's a father with his son doing the things that a father does with his son, sharing the world's experience.
Yeah,
and travel is one of the best things you can do for your kids. And if you can't afford to get on a plane, get in your car, drive somewhere, and experience some things that they can't see in the neighborhood. That's the problem with us. We don't get to see or understand or experience anything outside of the 10-block radius that we're allowed to go to, which is also crazy to me.
Well,
I shouldn't have to be allowed to go to.
The thing is, the fathers, and let me tell you something, OG. The fathers are the ones that the son needs to emulate. It's not about what the father do for a living, but it's about how they move and how they walk around and how they handle situations. And normally, most kids, especially over the last 30, 40 years, most young men weren't able to see that. You know what I'm saying? They grew up, and with all due respect to the ladies, man, y'all got a tough ass job. But the thing is, they're growing up emulating their mothers. So their idol, their standard bearer of, you always love mom, right? Mom is the queen. She's the center of your universe. But when you out there, let's call it orbiting the planet, you know what I'm saying? You need to have the dad's energy in you so that you know how to deal with somebody. If your dad,
you may have struck a note there because you know how we talk about how, for whatever reason, this younger generation is uber sensitive. I mean, they're hypersensitive about.
That's crazy.
It's just hypersensitive, man, and it could be because, again, traits are what they are, male and female, and they are not the same. They're not supposed to be the same. They're not built to be the same. They're supportive of each other. They're equally yoked. One is no stronger or better than the other. Right. But when they're together, that's the strongest unit you can create, and especially in the black hand side.
So
if we decide to really get together and be a family, please.
But the thing about, you see the reaction. You see men reacting to things the way a woman would react, right?
Exactly.
And you see it in entertainment. I mean, all that shit is everybody, the grown ass men are catty and petty. You know what I'm saying? It's
catty
crazy.
And petty, man.
Yeah.
Man, look at them shoes you got on. Look at your woman. Look, I mean, please. Please.
This dude, the whole battle, like the whole thing of battling where he's on the internet saying some shit and then the guy comes back at him. That's really kind of like, and these are grown men. That's kind of like woman kind of energy. I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
No, come on now, call it out. Call it out. But you know what? I mean, and see, battle rap in the real sense of the word had to do with substance, messaging,
right,
and reality. And they would check you if you wasn't real. Like we talked the other day about your MOP journey. Y'all are still here after 35 because you kept it real, and it's the real deal. If you're persona and you're facade, you ain't gonna do nothing but have a few hits and then you're gonna disappear. So it's about who you are, how you roll, and right now I'm concerned about our younger generation. But you know, what concern does is makes you man up and find a way to fix it, and that's what we have to do.
Well, we're gonna do a little Mars Avina today, man, and then
I'm looking forward to
also another terrible, and also the Masterpiece brothers. He definitely said he's gonna come in today. He was yesterday. We didn't have time for him, and I really wanted Byron, so we'll get him in here. He'll be on CPT, but we're gonna get him in here this morning because I really want you to hear him and see, because he's got a great brand, and you see it out there a lot.
I followed the Masterpiece thing. I saw a thing yesterday with DJ Khaled, and I mean, I see the things that they're doing. They're promoting hard and strong and black owned and operated, and I love it. And we got to support it. And even if you don't golf, the gear is fire.
The gear is fire. He is a great.
And the thing for me is when you wear it, you represent it. It don't matter if you can't hit it on the links, but if you wear it in the street, guess what? It translates into the bedroom, into our boardroom.
Also, it's a lifestyle brand. That's the key.
And it's a lifestyle.
You can wear them. You can wear that stuff anywhere. And also beyond that, he is connected to that whole, in some ways, to that whole bad boy. Not saying he was down with Pookie, but he's connected. That's where he came from. Academics. He was one of the heads of Sean John and all that kind of stuff. So,
well, what you're saying is he knows how to do the merchandise game. He knows what he's doing. Right. He's been there, done that, and now he's doing it another way, his way.
And also, I'm going to ask him a question. I'm going to say, a very simple question. Once Pookie get out of jail, our brother Diddy get out of jail, what's next? What do you think is going to be next for him? And how does he come back? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask him a direct question. What do you think? And what do you think he's got to do to get back in the world? And would he have made the changes that he would need personally to be who he needs to be back in the planet? So we gotta. I'm gonna ask him that direct question, y'all. So y'all stay tuned. Buckle up.
It's
gonna be uncomfortable. My brother Reginald Manning, thank you, OG. I love getting you early. I know the later perspective, but I love getting you in early. And man,
I'm up and at it, man. I didn't hit you up on the text, but I've been listening from I got up. And just before I go, you're absolutely right. You see someone shooting a kid on a bed line, something got to stop.
Yeah, you got to stop. I mean, we should be allowed to ask the question, like, yo, what's going on? And it doesn't. And if you ask the question, it doesn't mean that you anti-Jewish or anything.
You ain't anti nothing. You just want to get clarity and communication, and that means we can maybe coexist. That's all.
Like, yo,
that's all you're trying to do.
Right, yo, Abe, why y'all killing little kids? I just want could somebody explain that to me? I understand the terrorists, but anyway, we'll figure it all out.
Yeah. But anyway, Mars Avina is coming, and I'm looking forward to the Masterpiece conversation, my brother.
Absolutely, brother. Have a great day, brother.
Peace to you, man.
Glad you
Again,
know, man.
thanks for sharing that picture, man.
Yeah.
It's
Great
going up
picture.
on my wall.
That's a great
It's going to
picture.
get framed today.
There you go. The Duchess
my
loves
brother.
it. All right, brother. Peace. Yeah. Good
Violet
morning.
acting
Good
like the
morning. Good
blueberry
morning, Kimberly Robinson. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Lays. Hey, everybody.
Look at the little hat. Yo, D Parks. He came in early. He just said. He just said, emotional and catty and petty. Why y'all roasting said so early?
Listen, that's why I wore my little Daisy hat so I don't get roasted by Said.
You know, I should call Said this morning.
Call him.
I should.
Where's Said?
Yeah, I should. All right, here we go. We're gonna call Said. We're gonna get to Mars and Venus today too, Kimmy. But I really want. I'm gonna call Said because and just to see if he's gonna pick up the phone.
He's going to pick up today.
He's gonna pick up today. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me get my humble.
Yeah.
Let me get my apologetic self together. Hold on. Let me practice it real quick. Hold on for a second. I just gonna practice my apology. Hold on for a second. Should I play the sad music while I'm apologizing?
No.
I know. That's good. That's gonna fuck it all up.
That's going to turn me up.
You know, should I apologize as Lindsey Graham? Should I?
No. Lindsay didn't say it.
Well, can you tell me what I said so that I know what I'm apologizing for?
Yeah. He said, why you don't got no kids?
I said, so I asked the question.
In Scarface voice.
Hey man, why you don't got no case?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's reflect. Okay, so I got a little hip hop beef. I just want to make sure I'm clear on this.
For the record,
But yes,
I don't have no kids either.
right. So I was
I
really.
can't speak in Cuban dialect.
You no kiss. You no
No, I
kiss.
ain't no kids.
Look at you. You can't no kiss.
Matter of fact, he said it to the woman.
Yeah. Said it to the woman. Look at you. You can't no kids. But okay. So I did ask him about the no kids, and that's the reason why. So that's what
Hey,
I'm apologizing.
Troy.
That's what I'm apologizing for. So let me rehearse it. Hold on for a second. I don't want to apologize. 1 second. Cedric. I just want to tell you. I need D Parks to help me out here.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I need D Parks. I need D Parks on the phone here to help me. Hold on. Let's pause this.
You do not need Parks.
I'm trying. Please. I need Parks. Parks, I need you to help me here. I need you to help me here. Yo, Parks.
Yeah.
I need to help me here because today we're gonna bring Seth and I need to apologize. I was told I had to apologize by Kim. Now, I don't believe that I did anything that deserves I should be apologizing for, to be honest with you.
Now you got to apologize in a way that says, "Yo,
Look at Mr.
I
Spice.
apologize if you took that the wrong way."
I told you don't let Parks on.
I apologize that your swimmers ain't swim. Is that what we was?
I told you don't let Parks on. I told you.
I was talking to Big Scoob yesterday because me and Scoob doing a little back in the days podcast we doing once a week, and so he goes, you should apologize and say because he was friend zoned for life. I was like, oh god, friend zone. Then we went off. We wasn't recording live. We were just talking to each other, and then we just going, "Why are you gay?" No, you are gay. Why are you gay? So I was like, you know what? I can't do that. I said he's gonna be pissed off at me if I do that.
Yes.
Talk to me. All right. So I need to figure out a way because we love Sed and we love when he comes on. But should I excuse the fact that he disses the hell out of Kimberly every time he comes on?
No, you can't discount that.
I'm all shot, put hats on and shit.
Girlfriend.
I'd like to. Okay. Let me practice this real quick. I just want to make sure. And Parks, I understand, but let me just practice. Hold on for a second. Okay. Cedric, I just want to say that obviously we understand relationships are tough. and we're doing Mars and Venus today, so we understand that if you live on Pluto, it's obvious that you will not understand Mars. I'm sorry that I said you don't have no kids. I'm sorry. Solomon said doesn't sound like an apology. God damn Taurus, so hard-headed. You don't know how to do. Taurus don't know how to apologize. We don't know how to say. You ever heard Dame Dash say sorry? You don't know how to apologize. I'm trying, man. Why you? I'm trying to apologize.
I think once you hear his voice,
yes,
you might. You know, that's what girls do. Once you hear their voice,
and how did you say that with his name and say that's what girls do?
Oh no, no.
Keep taking shots.
No. Parks, don't put me in it.
Oh man, you see there. Why do you do that, Kim?
You gotta say, said. I'm sorry, I did not mean to imply that something was wrong because you don't have children.
I did not mean to imply that your shit wasn't working. I didn't mean to imply that. Oh God, I ain't gonna get.
I didn't mean to imply that girl.
Should I just play this song?
Yeah, that'll do it.
I always will.
You gotta start from the beginning, though.
It's all that
What do you think? That gonna work?
I think it'll work.
The tender approach. Tenderoni. Yo, Spice, we be in England in May, man. We be in the UK in May, man. We gonna get up, man. Yo. Oh man. Oh God damn it. I gotta work this out, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it sad the first person to get his girl taken from him and rap video?
I told you, don't let Parks on.
Yeah, he was Georgie Porgy in a rap video.
Oh my God.
And he got his girl taken from him in the Georgie Porgy video. Hold on, let me just see what. Oh God.
The objective is to apologize, not pile stuff up on more to apologize for.
If I'm going to apologize, we got to make it worth apologizing for. So we got to be like, we got to really get something popping.
I think the sorry song is good.
Hold on, let me just get. Was he on the train? Or was it Paper Thin? Which video was
Paper Thin?
Paper Thin.
Yeah.
On the train. Oh God.
He got PTSD since then.
Oh my God! This is
when you say you love me, it doesn't matter.
Here you go.
To my ear as just chit chatter.
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. We got him now. See, you're getting I'm pregnant right there.
Say you love me.
Hold on. You sitting with chicks.
Hey, that's Puerto Rican Rosie.
You could have did something with Puerto Rican Rosie.
Right. Come on, Sad. Hey, come on, Sad.
When you say you love me.
That's the problem. You should not have been cheating on MC Light. That's the problem.
See, that's why. That's the reason. Hey, is that Sad in the back?
Yeah, fucked him up. Fucked everybody.
Yeah.
Fucked her up.
Mr. Spice, don't put me in it.
Man. All right. Okay, so I'm going to.
You've been done off since then.
I'm going to apologize, right? I'm going to apologize. All right, so Parks, I can't have you on the phone while I apologize.
No.
There's no way I can apologize with Parks on the phone. I'm not only
I can be a hype man and apologize.
Flavor Flav of apologies. Smack that thing.
He apologized.
He apologized. He apologized.
If I can do that in the background.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. On the phone. We're gonna get Sed on the phone this morning.
Oh my God.
I just wanted.
I bet.
Stay on the phone. We call it.
Said pick up.
I don't know if Sed gonna pick up this morning. I'm seeing. Stop! Don't laugh. I'm trying not to laugh. Okay, I'm trying not to laugh. He's not gonna pick up. He's not. Look. He hung up.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, he hung up. He ghosted us.
I told you that.
He's not picking up. He's watching, but he's not picking up. All right.
So now you,
All right, can I do a public apology anyway? And Parks, you can be the apology hype man for me, please.
No.
Yeah. I got you.
Oh, wow, now. I'm choking over here. Yeah, everybody's laughing. This is the best fucking morning show in the world. I'm telling you. Best fucking morning show. I'm telling you right now. All right. Let me just apologize. Parks, you got me. You hold me down? You got me? Okay.
I got you.
Turn my camera off.
You got to stay there, and you, of all people, you got to watch and everything. You got every second of the apology because it's sincere. Said I apologize for.
Because it's sincere.
I just want to let you know that when I picked up the topic of 50 and no kids, I was only talking about your ability to evade the trappings that a lot of guys get into. And I just want to say,
I'll bet.
Yeah. And I just want to say that me saying that you were 50 plus with no kids is not a negative thing on your part. It was more of your ability to make proper decisions, especially not having a child until after you get married. And because you're 50 years old in your 50s,
get it right.
You can still make a child. And we're hoping to see Big Sed Jr. at some point before the solo. There you go.
Let's go.
There you go. See? We did it, right? God man, that was hard. I ain't got to pause. That was hard. That was tough. That was tough, man. That's tough.
I personally thought that was good until you said the last part.
Well, Big Sed Jr.?
Yeah, you could have left that out.
Come on, man. God damn. I guess we just gonna never be cool.
Be impeccable with your speech.
Just solid curve. Jeez. All right, Parks. We tried. This Parks. I can't keep it straight if Parks is in the background.
That's why I said hang up on Parks because we in the background.
We need Parks.
Take that.
We go. All right, Parks. See you later. Mars and V coming up. Oh my God.
Parks was in the back. Yeah, boy.
Right, you getting ready, right? Right? Okay, thank you.
Price went up.
Bryce, get up. Oh man, yo, you gotta understand something. This is the funniest morning. Just shit. I mean, we can make a joke out of anything, but that shit is fucking hilarious, man. When you think about it, you know, like we talked serious this morning, but the fact that the whole Sed feud is more hilarious because Sed is the ultimate troll. If you put a picture, like say, if you put a picture of you and your grandmother up. You know what I'm saying? You put a big tear on it. You're like, oh man, I miss my grandma. Sed be like, damn. You dating out of your age, ain't you, lady? Yeah. Come on, man. That's my grandma, man. Like this is what I need y'all to understand. He is a notorious, like he invented trolling. He trolled you in the clubs back in the days. He was trolling you. You be having a chill girl be like, "Oh damn, you wearing that clothes? You wearing that outfit again?" You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right? Fox should tell you. He is that's why. All right, I'm apologizing, but that's why it's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because that he would be sensitive to anything. I love it. Fucking love it.
You know, it was one of my videos. I'm on there like a blubbering idiot and I'm crying over my dad. And Sid gets on there and says, eh.
Right. Really lost her father. She's crying. She's like, eh. Fuck that guy.
I was like, damn, Sid. Can I cry for my dad?
Yeah. BK is up. All right, there you go. All right. So anyway, so Mars and Venus, we're gonna get a little bit. We're gonna do a little double duty with Mars and Venus and BK Byron Kirkland with Masterpiece. Oh man, this is so fucking hilarious.
He said, "Not Nana."
Yeah, he is. Thank you, Mr. Spice. He is a habitual offender. Just said. He is a habitual. Good morning, Prima Lemur. Travis Colterri. Oh man, I love Travis. He's a good guy. And everybody on Instagram, thank y'all for coming in. I get to see Instagram too. We got like 8 channels, so I mean, you know, I don't always look at all the channels. Anyway, so Mars and Venus. So after the death of Kevin Samuels, you didn't like Kevin Samuels, did you, Kimmy?
No, I did like Kevin.
You like Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, I loved it. I wasn't offended because I didn't have anything to be offended for. I'm good. I'm in my lane.
But again, knowledge yourself is the key to exist. Yeah. So after the death of Kevin Samuels, everything kind of calmed down. It was an uproar. Women and men and women were going back and forth. It was big debates. Everything seemed to calm down, right? But now it's ramped up again. They got this guy Stacey Prince on there. I mean, he is like the ghetto Cincinnati version of Kevin Samuels. Damn. Yeah, I don't know where he's from. Detroit.
Cincinnati though.
Like, you know, like hard shoe. He's like a hard shoe, cheap suit Kevin Samuels. At least Kevin Samuels got the nice suits. This nigga got the ill. He got the cheapy ones, the ones you just go to get off the rack suits. You see the ties, and ties be like not even silk. They be like some weird poly material ties and shit. You making ties out of BVD nylon shirts. I'm only playing. I hope he ain't as sensitive as Cedric. Anyway, so anyway, I'm watching these guys, and they are going in on chicks. I mean, listen, if I was a woman over 40 years old, they make it like you might well just jump off a bridge and kill yourself.
Right. Right.
Damn, homie. What the fuck? Hard pay less, right, Mrs. Spice? That's what he looks like. You know what I'm saying? He looks like that. And he's sitting looking in the camera, and while the lady's pawing on, I mean, you could hear her trying. And he's like, yeah, I don't even know who would ever fuck on you. But then the younger dudes, the 30-somethings, got his thing on YouTube called The Truth. I should have played it for you. The Truth Hurts guys, and they are bugging. Anyway. So my question, to you, Kimberly, is Mars and Venus, will there ever be peace between the planets, between Mars and Venus? Can we find a common ground?
Personally, I think so. But I get along with most people. Even in relationships, I get along until we're not getting along. And then even afterwards, we get along again.
Yeah, but being that you are a habitual listen, all I'm saying is I I'll get along with Big Said before before men and women can put it together. Hold on, Byron Kirkland's in the building. BK,
here we go. Yeah.
Good morning, BK. Yes.
Good morning.
Byron Kirkland. Where's that masterpiece gear? I need to see that, man. We talked
about the new stuff is coming soon. Site is up, rocking. Next delivery's coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We got some. I heard about Mars and Venus. We got some special coming for women in February.
You taking care of the sisters, right? You making sure the sisters okay. Thank you.
Listen, I'll say this: my masterpiece dress is dope. Only thing is, I'm not on a golf course, so I have to go out and pretend. Like I like to pretend. I'll put it on. They're like, "Oh, that's dope." Like, yeah,
that's all good. Golf is a lifestyle, So I mean, you're on the course, off the course. The product is good product. So listen, don't relegate it just to the course.
Hey, okay, yes, I won't.
Let's get to the questions. First of all, Byron, as you know, has been in the entertainment business on multiple levels for years. I mean, I'll let Byron go into discography. He was one of the key guys at Academics and Sean John. He managed a lot of great major artists. So Byron has marketing is a specialty. He has been connected in brand management, doing major deals from different cola companies to large corporate deals and all this other stuff. So you have a tremendous amount of experience in all of these spaces. I mean, what made you to feel that creating Masterpiece Clothing, what does it mean to you to do it at this time?
I mean, actually, the timing was just perfect. I mean, ladies, we met through golf, right? We both from Brooklyn, entertainment backgrounds. For me and for you, I would say golf helped give us a different perspective on the world, right? Seeing, exposed to different places, meeting different people. And I've always sort of brought my own flair to golf, right? So even when I was working at building Sean John and Academics and those brands, I would find pieces within those brands and wear them to the golf course, which some courses, always fit the build, but there was always like, wow, this is a little different than what we're normally used to wearing. Most folks are wearing white polos and khaki pants. And I remember when there was times where I would play golf and come back home wearing the same golf gear and people didn't understand it. Right. And now, 20 years later, you see your favorite athletes, your favorite entertainers all playing golf. And these were all my customers, people who I addressed when I worked at these places, right? So to see Khaled go to his tournament and see Young Jeezy and the Dwayne Wades and all the guys who I helped a lot of times with their style and giving them products. Now, these guys are hung up in a nightclub. Now they're on a country club. So it was like a perfect time for me to really bring our like sensibilities from a fashion standpoint to golf.
I mean, we grew up in Brooklyn. We didn't play golf growing up. I didn't pick up a club till I was 40. I did have a club in my car. It was a 5. Now I know it to be a 5-iron. It had a 5 on it, but it wasn't for no golf. It was for whatever happened, whatever needed to happen. But the question I got, BK, is I got a bunch of questions, but what's the meaning behind the Masterpiece brand? What's the meaning behind it?
I mean, Masterpiece. We're all about, like you said. We mastered our craft, right? We're professionals in what we've done. We've done it at the highest level, and we're at that masterpiece level of our careers. Like I'm taking everything I did personally. I'm taking everything I did from fashion, entertainment, brand building. And I've reached a level where this is my greatest work of art. This is my masterpiece.
Yeah,
so we're delivering that level of quality and that perspective.
Do you see a masterpiece as a fashion, art, or a cultural statement, or all three?
I think it's a combination. I mean, it's definitely it's fashion in the sense that again you're showing up as your true self. Right. When we play golf, a lot of times the best time when we play is when you first get to the golf course, right? You're seeing your friends, and a lot of times friends of ours who've come from, hard backgrounds, and now we're meeting at the course. So every time we see each other, it's a celebration. First of all, we gotta think like life itself is it's a gift, right? So seeing your brother the next day is a blessing, right? And so that energy we have when we see each other, we really greet each other, and then it's about what you have on, what new shoes you have, what new equipment you have in the bag, right? it's the fellowship and
brothers like to be fly. They like to be fly, and also, to get out there when you spending 4 hours a day on a course plus another hour after, or drinking and chilling or smoking a cigar, whatever the case may be. You want to be around the people that you're around, and sometimes you don't get that in the club, and you don't get that. Besides me in my early days of golf, you don't get a lot of wacky beefs. My early days, was.
But, golf is the culture. I went to an amazing event in August called Urban Golf Weekend. And when you see all these, different ages, people from all over the United States coming together to really, guys going to meet women, meeting other guys, people connecting about business. It was like the perfect forum for folks to fellowship, and it was it was beautiful to see everybody together on the golf course, places where we're not normally accepted. We're showing up as ourselves. We're playing our music.
AK, why is it important for you to own brand outright instead of early, like partnering early with a larger fashion house?
I mean, it's about equity and control. Too many times we get tricked out of our bag. You see what's going on in music and entertainment. Right. I mean, just in life. Our culture is a creator of everything, but we own nothing.
Right.
And so ownership is everything. And I want I'm bootstrapping this, right? And now I'm reaching out to my friends and family circle, and we're going to build it the right way. So when it does come time to partner, we'll have the equity. We have the proof of concepts, so that the terms are favorable to us.
Is that some of the obstacles that Black designers, we have a lot of Black designers. We only know about the big ones, from like Louis and Gucci and all those guys that they start to let Black people in some of these larger brands. But is that some of the obstacles that a lot of Black designers have to deal with?
Absolutely. I mean, distribution was everything, right? Getting into the right retailer to be able to sell your brand. Now we're at a point where you go direct to consumer, right? So you don't necessarily need the old guard in order to establish your brand, but you do need resources. So fortunately, coming from the space, I have expertise, I know the manufacturing. So the things that they would normally use to leverage to sort of take control or majority ownership of our brands, we have the skill set, we have the information, and fortunately, we have the finances to get it started. So, it's
in the land of quality versus hype, and some of these questions I think are very important. I want to get them out there for the people, especially as a guy who's, you work with academics. These are famous brands, Sean Johns, hundreds of millions of dollars, major brands, right? In an era where fast fashion and viral, the trends are now faster, the viral trends. How can you stay committed, and how can you stay ahead of the curve in order to meet the demand of the ever-changing public, the quicker changing?
Everything else you got to have you have to have your ear to the ground. You have to be ahead of it. I mean, that's what I guess I would say is my unique gift, is being able to listen and understand culture, right? And then and creating a lifestyle, so that you're actually growing the collection. You're not sticking to just one design. You're for me, like at this stage of the company, I'm like head of customer service. I'm listening to what the customer's saying, paying attention to the fit, and learning. It's all about learning, adapting, and being able to move fast. And that's what allows you, when you're independent, and have your own resources, allows you to be able to react.
We know that black culture, especially American Black culture, is exported around the world. Is it important for you to styling culture? Is it important for you to make sure that we export this culture out there, and that is coming from a direct source, an authentic source in the culture? Is that important?
Extremely important. People can read right through someone that's fake, so you have to be yourself. You have to show up yourself all the time. Funny thing is, when I was at a tournament in Miami, a college tournament, and I met Bryson DeChambeau. Yeah. I told him, listen, I love your content. What's the trick? Is I have to be myself. The fact that we're always, through social media, people get to see directly who you are. If you're not your authentic self, people see through it and they'll skip on to the next. So we have a very short attention span to be able to connect with someone. So be yourself.
Let's go to the golf.
Find themselves in you.
Let's go to the golf world for a second. We see a lot of brothers out here playing, a lot of celebrities out here playing. We don't see it in the hood, on the streets yet. Whereas our white brothers and sisters, that their kids are playing golf especially the Asian one. They're playing golf at 5-6 years old, and they're being educated through the golf system. Will we ever have another Tiger Woods, somebody that a black golfer, or have they sort of washed it out so that we won't have another black golfer coming out there?
No, I think there's an opportunity for several more Tiger Woods. I mean, the talent level now, obviously, Tiger is a unicorn, right? I don't think in black, white, Asian, no matter what you are, Tiger Woods is Tiger Woods. But however, you'll see more of us in there. Because I think you see more fathers and mothers staying committed to their children, right? To expose them to different areas and to the golf. And I think we're the generation that's doing that. My daughter, I got her set of clubs for Christmas. She's 20, so I started with her early. She lost interest, but now she sees I'm taking the game serious. So now she has interest. So it's really our kids follow the example of their parents. So it's up to us to be able to put a club in their hand as early as they can. Most of my friends, the kids are playing basketball, but we have to be able to expose them to different things. And golf is an amazing game.
Well, as you know, I build golf simulators in schools. I mean, I've been a proponent of golf in urban areas for a long time. Because we don't have grass and trees as much as most people have, and we didn't have access to the golf courses. So I was like, put the simulators in schools. Do you think that now that golf is becoming such a hot topic especially in that more affluent brothers and sisters are doing it, do you think that that's going to change and golf is going to get hot in the hood?
Golf. I feel it right now. Listen, when we were young, we were wearing polo. We wore polo not knowing polo was a sport. We just liked the gear, right?
Right.
So I think it starts there. You got to deliver something that's quality. You got to, and keep some level of aspiration to it. And then, like yourself, what you've done in the Bronx and in the schools in terms of building simulators and provide access.
Yeah.
So they can say, this is an actual sport. Masterpiece is not just a cool brand. That's a cool name. It's connected to an actual sport, a lifestyle. And they can embrace it and start it there. So, you're doing amazing work, and there's other brothers and sisters who are forming an organization, Ladies Who Golf, and We Black Golf, and there's so many different organizations throughout the United States. Urban Golf Weekend and what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of exposure.
Just from a business standpoint, we all make mistakes in business and we recover from them. What's a mistake you made early that taught you a lesson and you still apply today?
Listening, a lot. Again, I think listening is everything. A lot of times we go in there, we have our ego, right, and we have these dreams, and you sort of discount your elders who sort of lived through certain things. Now they have information that may not apply directly to what you're doing, but experience is everything, right? And so I think that listening is something that I do often. I call you up on a regular basis asking you information. I think that you can't be afraid to ask for help,
right?
And that because a lot can happen. A lot can be learned in advance to avoid the losses. We're going to have learners across the board, but listening provides the opportunity to avoid some of those pitfalls.
I know Kim's got some questions, but let me just get a couple out because I really want the information out there as far as Masterpiece is concerned. What's your future vision? Where can you see Masterpiece in 5 years?
Masterpiece, I see it distributed, in some of your favorite stores.
Yeah,
I see the brand growing outside of not just golf. I see us in other areas of interest, whether it be tennis. I see Masterpiece. I see us having a player within 5 years on the tour. I see us distributed. Right now, we're only sold in the U.S., so I definitely see us. Not to sound too ambitious, but I see us making a worldwide impact.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And a lot of the audience on this show is from all over the world. So it's important that you guys go out there, request it, look for it, follow masterpiece.com and also Masterpiece on Instagram and everything, and just see what the movement is about.
Let me cut you off. It's Masterpiece the name of the brand is Masterpiece Sports Club, But online, you can find us at Masterpiece Golf. MasterpieceGolf.com on Instagram,
Yeah.
Masterpiece Golf. Masterpiece Golf on TikTok. Masterpiece Golf on Twitter. You can find us everywhere you socialize. Look up Masterpiece Golf.
Just really a big question I got. When history looks back at the Masterpiece Golf line, what do you hope it's going to say about you and your efforts?
I think you can say it came from an authentic place.
Right.
Again, this is really birthed from guys, us playing together, the fellowship, the friendship, the laughs, the arguments, the bets, and it was birthed from a group of folks who beat the odds,
Right.
to be honest, right?
Right.
And are actively providing for their family.
Yeah.
And Masterpiece was a sort of derivative of all those factors.
So on the line, I got my brother, one of the guys that's sort of in the circle at the Luster Products company, the Luster here. My man Reginald Maynard. Meet my man Byron Kirkland. Reg.
Good morning, Byron. How are you, sir?
Yeah.
Great to meet you, Reg.
Are you listening to this Masterpiece conversation? This is Masterpiece.
100%.
This masterpiece of an interview I'm giving right here. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I saw the Instagram post yesterday where DJ Khaled got out the car with the Masterpiece gear on, had dinner. So I follow you already. So you're an example of what we need to be about now, especially now.
Well, Reg, now Byron just did another collaboration with another brand, cosmetic brand, right? What's the name of the brand you just did it with?
So we're doing a collaboration geared towards women. We did a collab with Tarte Cosmetics. Tarte is probably the number one, or if not number two, cosmetic brand in the world. And so we have something that's specific to women because we want to make sure that we highlight our sisters in golf.
That's important.
That's important. And Reggie is with the Luster company, the pink oil and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Fly shit. So we got to figure out a way to connect the dots to make sure that all of these young, and I can respectfully call BK young because he's a lot younger than me. You know what I'm saying? But these young brothers that are out there starting these companies that are really doing great work out there, we got to make sure that we not only get behind them, we solidify them, and also we stand in spaces of advice and wisdom and connections and get the information highway moving back and forth so that we can be a stronger situation. I know that you doing a Luster company all those years, you knew that it was you out there in a tough marketplace where you didn't have all these other people, you didn't have these resources to do. How did you survive, Reggie? And how could you connect with a company like Byron's with Masterpiece, and how could y'all collaborate?
Well, the thing that Byron said early on is that, you have to have a certain sense of your community, a certain sense of your audience. And the only way you can do that is to be out in the street, to be amongst them, to be part of who they are so that you understand it from your heart and your soul. As far as Luster is concerned, we used to do a golf outing every year. We've had some issues lately, but we're going to get back to that in 26. I would love to have Byron talk to the owners at Luster Products so that we can maybe talk about featuring that Masterpiece golf gear. And, I know a lot of people that do different golf outings, but I like what you said, even more importantly, make it a fashion statement. There's a whole lot of people with basketball gear and they can't even shoot a hoop. They can't even make a layup, but it's fashion. It's about what does it say? Who are the owners? What are they doing? What do they do with the money that they make, and how are they serving the community? And you do all of those. You tick all those boxes. So, and I have another project that I would like to talk to him about offline about some manufacturing savvy, because I'm about to embark on a project and I need to know somebody that knows how to do that. And so this is priceless. This is important. And as far as international, I have very strong connections in the UK, in Africa, in the Caribbean, but UK especially. And so, and you know what golf is in the UK,
right? And
it's a multicultural sport, but you bring flavor when it comes from somebody like you, and that's what it's about. You approach the Shambo. So golf is universal. And so I salute you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm going to do whatever I can and shout it from the highest mountaintop. And I'm going to share all of your posts. I've been sending them out to people. So just keep walking your walk. Keep walking your walk, brother.
We're gonna connect you with Byron, and thank you, Reginald Maynard.
Yeah, offline.
Oh, the OG. Thank you, OG. Listen, we're gonna.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Reginald. I can't wait to talk.
Yeah, we're gonna connect OG with Byron, and he's my OG, so and
right.
Fly to and everything, chilling, and knows how to put it together from the boogie down, but also around the world. He said something very important. Golf is, see, you're at the pinnacle of something. I'm a guy that have been in hip hop so long. I saw moments to things that guys look at now as the most important moments in the culture. I saw them happening. And so this masterpiece, again, is giving me a feeling of something that in some years to come is going to be like, that's one of the big parts of the culture. You know what I'm saying? And so now that I'm able to identify that feeling, like, that could be dope. I can't tell you what's going to happen in the future, but I'm like, that could be a big deal. So let us get behind it and let us address it, because I was there in moments that was like, and next thing you know, guys are telling me about it like it's the biggest thing that happened in their life. And I was like, oh yeah, that was just me and my man, right. Chilling. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's important now that we have the ability of hindsight, number one, and also we have the opportunities and resources to expand and bring those things to life. Hey, Kimberly, how you like the masterpiece?
Hey, I love it. And I look good in it. So This is my question for you, Byron. Good morning, and thank you for coming on. My question is, you've been doing this so long. I want to know how you get it to, do you, I was texting, somebody sent me a text and told me to.
And then Big said again, tell me shut up.
Yeah, he told me, he said, tell Byron I asked about his sister.
Had to be said. I know what that is. That's said.
You got to be said right now. Yo, me said he's not coming on the show right now.
Lazen said or busy.
We'll do another half hour with that.
Yeah. That's a whole other half.
Said, I'm doing your show. I still haven't got the text, said. So let me know when we're doing this.
Said, I know you hear that, said.
You don't understand. I've been trying to apologize to Said for like the last 2 weeks. So I can't get the apology out.
So my question is, as we grew up, we're wearing different things. Rumor has it, like people like the Polo brand, Tommy Hilfiger, that they didn't make their clothing for us.
Right.
So as we wore their clothing, we may have had to get a bigger size because it wasn't, modeled towards the Black woman and, our, body types. Did you have to fit that in as you were designing your clothes? Was that part of the thought process?
Yeah, that was the number one most important thing that we thought of, right? You only have one time to make the first impression.
Right.
And, with men and with women, you want to make sure you get it right. One thing about our community, we can build a brand, but also we can break a brand, right?
Yeah. Tear it on down.
Not right. If the product, if it's raggedy, you're gonna know about it. Oh man, who you make this dress for? I got hips. I'm busty.
Yes.
You got to make sure we have it for the curve. So we started with a dress that was form fitting, that was breathable. That had a lot of times dresses they don't have pockets. We put pockets in there, so we really paid attention to all the details and the materials to make sure we got it right. One thing, Lays, you had made mention in terms of learnings, you don't want to do too much. You want to make sure you get it right.
Hey, come on, Big Sam.
I could easily try to jump in and try to make a whole collection for women, right? But you want to get the one thing right. One thing I learned in all the brands I work with, it starts with one product could build the whole company. And so, we want to try to master certain items and then build collections around those pieces. So that's how we started with women. Same thing with men. I got to thank Lays again, too. Lays, you give me this platform, but also Lays, you were there when I was talking about it. You were there when I had drawings, multiple drawings. You were there when I got my first samples. And Lays is a tastemaker himself. He's humble, but Lays has built a lot of different vehicles, and if your stuff is whack, He's going to tell you. And you know, fortunately, I lived on the right side of it.
That gets me in trouble, BK.
You know what I'm saying? He believed in it and gave me some introductions with no strings attached. You know, a lot of times, you know, everybody has a motive. Lays to someone who just gives, right? And I want to thank you, Lays, man. You're my brother. I appreciate you.
To you, brother.
And you've been a part from day one. You know, before it was even a thought, when it was just us just living it and doing it. Now we have tangible products to support what we've been doing. You know, you've been with me the whole way. So I really, really do appreciate you, Lays.
No, I appreciate you, BK. And shout out to you, my brother Echo, Woody, my brother Hen, and all of the crew in Masterpiece, and Donna, of course.
Yeah, I gotta shout out my wife too.
Listen, I was like, don't take me out, Coach, because I got more questions.
My wife is, you know, this is a family business. You know, we use that tag, and it's not said lightly. This is family. You know, it's family as a crew. This family, my wife, my daughter, we're at these events together, talking to the people, presenting the products, and these displays that we do. You know, when we show up at these golf courses, my wife, you know, she works for Tart, right, and her CEO loved the brand. Which is how the collaboration came together. Right. But like she takes her skill set as far as merchandising, and when you come to the golf course, you see how we stand out from other brands, no matter who you are. We're a small brand, but we're coming and we're looking good, and you're going to want to represent it because we're showing up for ourselves that way.
I'm gonna pivot for 1 second, Kimberly. Just if you give me 1 second, I'm gonna pivot for 1 second and just talk about you and your wife, because we were talking a little bit about Mars and Venus, and one thing I do respect and love about your wife is her ability to have scope, and also her being present. You know, because, you know, when you're running a business and you have a life partnership with your wife, that's a life partnership that you have with your woman, and you and your woman. So she's there to see, like, she can look down the road and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to make sure, I'm going to do what I can to make sure that he can take a little bit of time for himself, so that then he's going to pick up you guys are picking up the slack for each other. And I think that is probably one of the biggest issues that we have in relationships nowadays. And you guys are a model of not just love, because you and your wife been together since you was in high school, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. Ain't that something?
Teenage love.
By the way, BK, I know that you're not 50 yet, but my question is, do you have kids?
Damn it, Lays.
I got one in St. John's right now. She's graduating St. John's this year, so we did all right.
No, that was some sad. That's why me and Sad beefing. Because since you're over 50, how come you don't have no kids? And then Schoolboy called me, and I told Schoolboy about it. He says, because he was friend zoned all his life.
He was in the zone.
He was in the zone. Look, see, all right. I'm trying to apologize. I'm gonna keep getting in trouble. Sad, I'm trying to apologize, Sad. Anyway, BK, I'm very proud of you, my brother. This is just a wonderful. And by the way, if you can't take it when I'm ribbing you, don't. You might not want to be around me, because I will let you. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's all in love too. By the way, here's the deal, BK. I'm really proud of you, what you guys are doing with Masterpiece, and this is just one of many ventures. I know I sat on the golf course with another brother of ours. My brother Mike Harris, who I saw him building a brand while he's playing golf with me, on the golf course, and it's now a $50 million brand or some crazy numbers. Pro Standard. If you go out there and buy it, it's a great brand. He's another one of our brothers. My whole collective. Shout out to my OTGC crew, the Masterpiece Golf crew, and everybody. The whole collective. I mean, I am lucky enough to be in a collective of brothers that are out there doing their own things, and then collectively coming together to build. I mean, so if every time we think that our situation and black people are not doing well, every time I get frustrated and think, oh man, we need some help, I look at our collective of brothers that we have that are actually doing great shit, and not corning out, you know what I'm saying? You know, not doing the turtle head shit, you know what I'm saying? Hi, job, not doing the dumb shit. They actually are coming in and making things count for the community. So Byron, you are definitely a big part of that, and a support team. When you need something, you pick up the phone and they are all there to support you, from the most, and I'm not name dropping, just from the most famous to just the regular dude on the street. Every one of these guys are out there doing it. So anytime y'all say there's no connection and brotherhood in this world, I'm telling you right now, I'm bearing witness to it every single day. And Masterpiece is an example of how we should get together and how we should salute each other. And plus, I got trophies. See, I got the money shot. Don't worry about it.
Let's go. You gotta build your tribe and within the tribe support each other. You know, we may not be able to do it on the scale of millions, but if everybody takes their tribe and supports each other, we'll all grow together. So it's still you know, we got, unfortunately they did an amazing job in terms of divide and conquer, but within the division, if you're able to build within your space, right, and then add on to the other, you know, we could be a force out here. And we are a force out here.
And we will continue to be a force. And you know what? You know, like the Wills Pills, we call them, or the other people, whoever, they don't highlight the worst. They highlight the best of their best. And we should continue to highlight the best of our best. Come on, Kimberly. One more question before we get out of here. I know BK busy.
Question. Who were your influences? Who did you look up to as you got into this fashion market?
It's funny. I think I mean, Lace kind of said it within my crew. I mean, there were other brands out there that were doing it. You know, my guy Malbon is another guy who came from the streetwear space with me, and now has he is the hottest new brand in golf. And watching his journey. Right, and Malbon is hot. Watching my young brothers in Eastside Golf, what they're doing. Yep. But really, just with my crew, my man Mike, what he's done at Pro Standard. You know, literally watch him acquire licenses. You know, in between shots, on calls, design meetings, talking to retailers, you know, Lays, watching him scale his business, you know, and create opportunities. Wendell, with what he's doing with Original T and the tournaments, you know, Chuck Bone, what he does from an entertainment lifestyle standpoint and connecting the dots with brands and talent, you know, just, I mean, everybody, I can go on, like Xavier, Jay, the lawyers, Matt, the attorneys who are closing deals, doing things at the highest level. Yeah, I mean, I really, my tribe inspired me, and more importantly, my family. You know, those are all things that I stay rooted in.
Now that was another question I wanted to come back to. Lays mentioned before, your wife Donna is you know, with you. I met her; she's beautiful. You guys are a beautiful looking couple. But one thing I saw Donna out there was getting her hustle on. She was very quiet. But she made sure everything was in place. When you mentioned the look of your brand, when I walked up and I saw exactly it, you know, because I helped put it together that day, I was excited. When I saw actually what it was at the end, it was so beautiful that everyone's attention was really on that, as opposed to everything else that was around. Was that her idea? Was that whole thing her idea? Or
let me tell you what's funny. So it came from us, so I call it Honeydew Saturdays. So on I run around, do my thing on Saturdays. It's honeydew this, honeydew that, right? So we're at Home Goods, we're at home shopping around. And so as I'm building the brand, working on the clothes, she's in the stores and she's doing her normal thing. And then she's found these vases that look like golf balls. Say, hey, you should get these vases. I'm like, why are we buying these? Right? Like, you're always buying something. Right. And it was before I had the product. This is when I had the idea. She had a vision of her own of how she can add value to what we're doing. Yes. And again, it's more than a product. It's a presentation.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And so, you know, you have, you know, in relationships, you got to support each other. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses. I think what makes my relationship work is that we allow each other to be them, right? I'm social, I'm outside. She's more quiet. She's looking. She let me know who got my back, who doesn't have my back, right?
Right.
And you got to listen. You know, a lot of times, you know, again, as you know, as individuals, we think we know better, and having someone onto your right or to your left, or who has your back, to be able to see, you know, what you don't see is important. And
one of the clues I see between Byron, and I see this in a couple of other wives, and I have friends that are married, the difference in what I see in Byron's I'm just viewing, as an outside person, and looking at the relationship. But the difference I see is that when they're together, it's not about Byron, it's not about Donna, it's about them. You know what I'm saying? Like they both have that secure mission. Because sometimes you'll go out with a woman and it'll be about her. You know what I'm saying? It'll be about or a guy. It'll be about him. It'll be like you can see the separation. Oh, I don't like this. I don't eat this. I don't whatever. I don't do this. I don't like this. But Donna and Byron, no matter what's going on, you could almost feel the connective energy that. We're out here with a mission about us, and so they become a unit when they're out there. And I think that just to reference back to Mars and Venus, I think that is one of the biggest things that we have to deal with in our community is just the operation separation. We need to decide on how we're going to be about when we together and we out in the world. We should be about us. We get home, we could be, do you burnt that steak? You know what I'm saying? Whatever's going on at home. But when you go out with the person that you're with, y'all should be, your significant other, y'all should be about
the
unit. Y'all both should be focused forward, covering the perimeters, making sure everybody's safe and focused on it. I don't see that a lot in a lot of our community. I think that's one of the things we got to work on because, again, Donna's a successful businesswoman, Byron's a successful businessman, but they come together and focus on them. That's why I know Masterpiece is going to be successful because the kernel is solid. The foundation is solid for the Masterpiece brand. Yeah.
That's one thing I looked at. That's one thing I looked at while I was there. I noticed how she was silent and he was a social butterfly, but together it just looked like it just flowed. He didn't have to really say anything. He looked at her, she looked at him, she went off, she got a piece, she brought it back, she held it up. It was just really dope to see. And I also love that. This is one reason why I asked you the question about women and how it fits, because when I came over there to get my piece, she just looked, she said, here, this one would fit for you. And I'm like, I'm a little big in certain places. She said, no, this will fit for you. Right. And when I tried it on, it fit absolutely perfectly. And I said, okay, she knew, she could just see. And that, I was, oh gosh, what am I talking about? I was floored watching you two. I enjoyed watching it. It gave me hope. I'm not in a relationship, but it gave me hope that if I do, maybe I can have it like this. But one thing I will
hook you up with Big Said, and maybe we can just pull that thing together.
And y'all can have some babies.
Where's our listen, I ain't having one. My stuff is scrambled and Holland glazed over.
Glazed donuts. You have a couple of glazed donuts.
Yeah.
Anyway, BK, you got a busy day, BK. I know, and I'm glad we extended the show for BK. But let me just say this to you, brother. We appreciate you coming on. Much success with the Masterpiece brand. Let's continue to support it, and we're gonna find it on Masterpiece Golf.
MasterpieceGolf.com.
Yeah, Masterpiece Golf, and also on Instagram at Masterpiece Golf. Is that correct?
Follow us, support us.
Please ask him.
We can't buy it, share it. But we're here.
I thought you were going to ask him to come on your show.
I can ask him.
Yeah, you can ask BK to come on your show. I mean, ask him.
Well,
After Dr. Sibby, son.
If you don't mind, I do have a show that comes on Monday morning on Facebook Live and YouTube. And if you don't mind, I would love for you to come on the show, talk about the apparel. I have a lot of women on there that love fashion and they love any reason to put on anything. So if you say I have golf apparel, they'll just get it anyway. So if you don't mind,
will you wear the dress that
I'm gonna wear wear it.
You don't have it on. I understand that.
I'm gonna wear it. Well, Lays is quick. Lays is quick. So I'll get up in the morning and then I'll hear him say, "Oh, we have Byron Kirkland." I'm like, "Oh God, where's my stuff?" I was gonna wear it today.
My wife is on there too, because she can talk about from her perspective in terms of her journey and talk about her contributions to Masterpiece and what she's doing in the culture as well too. I think it's important.
Well, either one, you or her or both of you, I would love to have you on my show.
All right. Well, that's good. Look at that. We put it all together. All right, BK. Thank you, brother. We love you, man. We're gonna talk later. I'm. I got to go hit the gym. I got to get the doctor. I got to do all that kind of stuff. And I got my kid off today because he be wilding in the morning. My little dude. Bryce. All right, bro. Bryce, have a good day. Byron,
have a good day. Say hi to Donna.
Thank you.
Love it. All right, brother. Peace. Masterpiece Golf. You see that?
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, you see that? Look at that. Come on. That was like a straight interview right there. Yes. You see me give a straight. Now, Byron's my man, but I gave a straight. And did you see that Big Said chimed in today?
Hey, I saw that. I think he's accepting the apology.
No apology. One more. Said, you are welcome back on the show. And I just want to. Hi, this is Lindsay. I just no, stay out of this, please. You are welcome back on the show, and anytime you want to come on, and it's okay. I was only asking because I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to show a certain part of society that was being careful about having children. See, look at that. See,
come on, Lays.
Lays, you know you're itching to say something crazy, but it's
right. So the show is over.
You guys have a great day. For everybody within the sound of my voice, I want to thank Byron Kirkland, the OG Reginald Maynard himself, Kimberly Robertson, D Parks, and also my main man, Byron BK Kirkland, and the whole Kirkland family. Masterpiece Golf, and we will see you guys on Tuesday because you're going to go to the Kim show on Monday. All right, take care, everybody. Oh, that's